But I just okay. So let me convey my argument.
All right. So
My
everyone
character,
mute up.
if I could convey my argument,
besides
cut off.
Nexus.
We don't care. We don't care.
Everyone mute up besides Nexus, and then we can begin.
We don't
All right,
care.
let's go. All right, let's go.
Mute my mic.
I didn't
Well,
ask
yeah,
you
we
to
can.
care. What?
If I could speak. Dang.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, I'm interjecting. My character could turn an infinite amount of potential options or possibilities to a single eventuality.
Your character. Okay, prove that.
It's in the scan.
Zero sword attempting to surpass Munis.
Oh.
A blade that shaves existence down to a single possibility, an ultimate extreme, remaining only as something. This is.
I'm really using the second scan post. Just the first one was extra coherent.
Oh, so which part? Like, the second one is
all the way down to the. Where
oh my
I
god!
There's a bunch of others.
Switch those. Give me 1 second.
That's what I'm referencing, but I'm a good other stuff. Maybe. Oh gosh.
Putting your entire self in. Okay, so what was the claim again? So I don't.
You can turn an infinite amount of potential options or possibilities into a single eventuality.
Oh, possibilities. What's going to be the modal scope for possibility here?
I think it's a lot. I think it had to be referring to logical possibilities.
Oh yeah, prove that.
Yeah. Because in the first scan, like if you go down, it says an inescapable end. So if we take this, actually, what are modal scopes? Go ahead. Something like just a couple more scopes.
What are the modal scopes?
Just something like a couple.
I mean, you can have like logical, I guess, metaphysical, ontological, physical.
Okay.
But, I mean,
so,
I don't see like how that's like relevant at all to your like.
Yeah, I can. Let me explain. Like, dang. Okay, so
right.
It's talking about an inescapable end. If other things, you can escape other things. So like maybe like a nomological type of thing. Like you can escape something nomological, like a law of physics. But when it comes to logical things, you can't. Gosh.
Julio.
Sigma? Hey, Kirby, you got like background stuff? Like while you're recording?
What do you mean?
You got like you know how like in some recordings where they're like playing a game or something?
Oh yeah.
You got one of those? You doing it?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Why was I supposed to?
Yeah.
Oh. I was.
So it's important to watch. You gotta make it like interesting.
I'm doing things. I'll just record something later.
Sounds very interesting. Doing things.
I'll just like.
Wise word.
I'll just like record a Fortnite gameplay and then just like upload it.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright. So yeah. The first part, the first skin. Hold on, let me find. So yeah, it literally says in one of the skins, sort of designed to bring about an inescapable end. If it since the laws of logic like govern everything, logical possibilities are something you cannot escape, and this is what's fate. You can't escape this thing because it's a logical thing. Then therefore it'd be an inescapable end. But with other things, you can really escape those. Like a non-logical thing, you can escape. A lot of physics. That's just what it is. You can escape those things. But when it comes to logical possibilities, you can't really escape those since the laws of logic govern everything.
And So that's interpreted from like what part of the scan?
The first scan all the way
Which
down.
part? All the way. This Musashi sword is zero designed to bring about an in-scan. Yeah, like I don't see like
You
I mean,
cannot
I get
see it, but I
the
explain how.
no. Like I get the interpretation, but I don't see like I'm gonna need you to like justify the interpretation.
Justify what?
Like inescapable and like doesn't inherently have to like be interpreted to like logical.
I know I gave you examples. So like things like non-logical things or whatever, you can escape those type of like, and you can escape it and like so like a non-logical thing could be like laws of physics, whatever you want to say, but you can escape that. It can be portrayed. It's not hard to portray, but that would be something you can escape. So via the statement, via the inescapable end, it would have to be logical because the laws of logic govern everything. You cannot escape this thing because it governs everything. So yes, it would have to be talking about logical possibilities.
Wait, so are you saying like in the context of fiction you can't escape the laws of logic?
Yeah. Within
Yeah.
fiction, you like lots of what I argue.
Why? Yeah, why not?
What do you mean? Why not?
Yeah, like why not? Why can't someone within the realm of fiction escape the laws of logic?
Because
Or transcend?
yeah. Because therefore, like you would have to do something illogical, to do this. I don't think you can do something. I don't think you could do
You
things
don't. Sorry, you don't think.
logical.
You don't think you can do logicality?
You don't think you could do illogical.
Oh, you cut out like.
I don't think you can do illogical things.
Why not?
Because in fiction derives with our imagination. Fiction or imagination. But since we can't like imagine these things, we can't portray it into fiction. Contradictory terms like a square circle. We could imagine this thing and then put it into fiction and then take it to be true or valid. Because you can't really think.
Wait, so like, are you saying like it's because, it's like unimaginable?
Well, whatever I said.
Like, yeah. So like, that's just gonna come down to like personal epistemology. Like, I don't see why.
What do you mean?
So
What do you mean
yeah,
whatever.
like the non-existence of like, oh sorry, like the like unimaginability of like a squared circle is gonna come down to epistemology. Like,
Yeah, but why is that even relevant? Why does that matter?
So like you can, so if it's contingent on like whether or not a person can conceive of like contradictory things.
This is what I'm saying is we can't imagine this thing. We as humans, we can imagine this thing, and we're the ones who put things into fiction. That's all the argument is. You're making redundant claims.
No, I got the argument. Well, that's not.
Hey, what's up, brainless man? How we doing today?
I'm explaining like specifically why it's not just like it's not enough justification, because it's going to be contingent on what knowledge we have on the basis of
I
like,
did that attack
how we
literally
can imagine.
said.
Yeah, so I'll explain. So you said like because we can't imagine it, therefore like it's not possible to depict. But obviously that's going to be like that's going to come down to like personal epistemology, right? Because like everyone's epistemic.
So are you saying that some people can imagine illogical things?
I think it's possible, yeah.
How? Give me an example.
What do you mean? Like, give me an example.
Give me an example of like something illogical that a person may be able to like give it like a depiction or whatever.
Like for a given proposition, I think like you can imagine it to be true and false.
So dialetheism.
Sorry.
Dialetheism.
I'm not familiar with like the categories, the philosophical categories, but.
So you don't know what dialetheism is or what?
Like I said, I'm not familiar with the specific labeling, but I believe what I just like gave is sufficient.
So you're saying that okay, we can visualize a statement being true or false at the same time?
Yeah.
I don't think we can. I'm not gonna. You need to prove that we can. Go ahead.
You don't think we can?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What's the justification for that?
No, I'm asking you to prove your stance. Go ahead.
Prove my stance?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I appeal to a possibility. That's just gonna be like the absence of
You
like
appeal to
contradiction.
possibility.
Yeah. So I said like it's possible for someone to conceive of a proposition which is like true and false simultaneously.
Yeah, but I'm asking you to prove how it's possible. Same
It's
question.
possible. There's no contradiction.
That in itself is a contradiction. How is it not contradicting?
Yeah, that's a contradiction if you're like approaching from like a classical like logistic approach. Like yeah, I just have to
But it
approach
doesn't
it from
really.
like a
It doesn't really.
non-classical.
Like you just said, a contradiction isn't a contradiction. What's going on?
No.
I
So I
don't
feel
think
like
you really. I don't
it's
think you're answering my question. I can't hold you. You're not really answering. You know how it's
really.
like possible to even like imagine this thing. You want to conclude?
Oh, I guess.
I guess. Okay. You wanna say conclusions or what? You wanna just like appeal to everybody and
Do we need to say conclusions?
I mean, do you wanna do like a poll or what?
Wait, just give your conclusions for the recording, and then you can just do immediate judgment with the VC.
Alright,
I
go
guess-
ahead. What's your conclusions? What's your conclusion? Go.
So just a quick recap. I think he said like logical laws like govern fiction and like cannot be disobeyed, like or like cannot be depicted to be disobeyed. And I said like, what's going to be like the justification for that? And he said like because people can't imagine contradictory, something like that along those lines. And I said like that's going to be down to like personal, personal imagination is obviously going to be down to like personal like epistemic like limitations, right? So that was my only contention, and I don't believe like he attacked that.
Any conclusions?
Hold on, Nexus. Before you go, did anybody hear what he said?
Nah.
What do you mean, nigga?
Yeah, I got it.
Because I
Oh,
got
wow, so you-
Alright,
words.
Alright, that's fine then. You can go.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure Val said he knew what she was saying, but my conclusions is that we're like the first point, for like it being logical possibilities. I think we don't really need to go on that part. He kind of like moved on from it. I proved my stance. I answered all his questions. We moved on from that. The main point though, was the illogicality point. I gave my argument, and then the main point of that was that like dialetheism, like we can imagine, like illogical things. So we can imagine that. He said, okay, we can imagine a statement being true and false at the same time. Then he said, okay, but it's possible that we can imagine this thing. It's possible for some people to be able to imagine that. I actually proved that, it's possible to imagine that. And he just didn't. He just never really proved that. Like, he never, actually answered my question. So that's why I think I won. I think I won because he never, actually answered my question and never proved any of his, and never proved his.
Yeah.
So, okay,
I
so that's gonna be conclusions. Who y'all think won?
for the sake of just extending it, why do you think the absence of a contradiction is a valid answer to your
I don't care.
Oh no, he got dismissed. Boy, you're getting ego. You gotta spin back.
I mean, that's fine.
You
It's
just
like-
love
it's just the-
instigator,
it's
bro.
just
This is like
the
your
ego.
favorite thing to do.
Yo, Val, give your judgment, cause I couldn't hear your voice.
Yeah. If anyone wants to give their judgment, go ahead.
I guess that's a no. That's fine.
Alright, nobody gives judgment? Okay.
Well, hold on. Nexus. What was your when he told
So-
you when he said that it was going to be the reason it was possible because it doesn't contradict any laws of logic? What was your refutation?
I mean, I literally said that in itself, that was literally a contradiction. Like, how can something can be true and false at the same time? That in itself is a contradiction.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I think Nexus won.
Okay, good.
Thank
let me specify. I